Now, here's something we can all have control of as we see what's in this edition of Healthy Clicks. Truth number one. Food was the thing that got you into trouble with excess fat in the first place. Truth number two. Food is the thing that will get you out of that problem as well. So how can food be both the problem and the solution? Simply, eating the right or wrong food can be the one thing that will make a diet work for you or cause you to abandon it at the earliest opportunity. So that means that one of the keys to success in any diet is eating the right food. Now, the easiest way of ensuring you get good food on a new diet is to get hold of a recommended recipe book suitable for that diet. Another way, of course, is to look online for recipes that you can use. Before we continue though, I just want to point out I have two caveats about recipes, either from a book or from online. The first is that some recipe makers fall into the trap of using artificial sweeteners instead of natural sweeteners for some recipes. Those of you who know my work will know that I dislike these intensely. The other thing is that many use effective carbs or similar units where they offset fibre against carbs so that it seems like you're able to eat more. Well, that's never been a good idea, quite frankly. You can get more information about those from lowcarbmonthly.com. Anyway, down to business. One of the better online resources for recipes is www.lowcarb.ca. That's a Canadian website. Yes, they still do have recipes with artificial sweeteners, but not as many of the other websites do. The other thing about this online resource is that many of the recipes are sent in by the regulars to the site, so to a certain extent you know that they will have been tried and tested, and they're quite yummy too. In addition to that, they have Karen Barnaby. She's a professional chef with a restaurant in Vancouver and a number of published cookbooks to her credit. She's put a number of recipes on the site for your enjoyment. On the plus side, it's a very easy site to use with simple and direct access to the recipe topics you want. And there are many, but not all of the recipes that have the carb, calorie and fat counts included, which makes choosing what you want to eat much easier. Also, the site is free. You will have to put up with a certain amount of advertising though, but on the whole the advertising is not too intrusive and certainly doesn't hinder getting around the site. Lowcarb.ca is at the heart of a community bulletin board, so fair play to those who manage the site for making so much information freely available, and you don't even have to register to view the information. Well, that's all for the Healthy Click this time. Remember, if there are any sites you think we should be featuring on the programme, do let me know by dropping me a line at the email address just above my head. Now, on to this week's burning question. One of our viewers asks, is it good to supplement with vitamins and minerals while low carbing? Well, most of you will have understood by now that I'm an advocate of supplementing for vitamins and minerals when they're deficient in our diets. However, supplementing will never take the place of a well-balanced, nutrient-rich diet. It's far better to use food to get our requirements of vitamins and minerals than it is to rely on a pill. What we need to remember is that vitamins, minerals and trace elements often serve as catalysts for the different processes going on within our bodies. They can do no good whatsoever if the primary ingredients aren't good and aren't there in the first place. Generally speaking, if you're not eating adequate amounts of good quality food, then no amount of vitamins or minerals will make you any healthier. In truth, the bulk of our vitamin and mineral intake should come from the good quality food that we eat, preferably grown on good vitamin and mineral rich soils, as that aids bioavailability. However, there is an important rider to that statement. That food should come from a certified organic source for the best results. The vitamins and minerals that we get as part of our food come in the form that our bodies can use most efficiently. And 9 times out of 10 they come with all the other enzymes and cofactors that we need to use them in the most efficient manner. As I said earlier, there are a few cases in which ongoing health conditions caused by mineral and vitamin deficiency can't be treated by diet alone. If the problem is a result of a deficiency, then the solution will often be to reverse that and make up for what's been lacking by the use of properly diagnosed and quantified mineral and vitamin supplements. Doing that often negates the need to resort to drugs. It goes without saying there's one last overriding statement that must be made, and that is that vitamins from natural sources are always going to be far more effective than any synthetic vitamins. So where you have the need to take a vitamin supplement, make sure that yours are high quality, organically based and from a reliable producer. Never buy the lowest price, as you'll only get trash. Well, that about wraps it up for this episode. Next time we'll be looking at the best way to give yourself a lift each time you measure your progress. Our viewer's question looks at diabetes, and we'll be seeing how one click on a website can change your life. Anyway, remember, this is the program that helps you lose more fat in no time flat. This is Mark Moxham wishing you all the best until next time on Dropping the Fat.